Plaintiff Jasmine Valentine is suing her lover's friend, Alexa Willenberg, for an unpaid loan and interest. Jasmine believes Alexa is in love with Jasmine's girlfriend, but Alexa insists that she and Jasmine's girlfriend are friends and denies owing the plaintiff for the full amount of the loan.
All right, this is a case of Jasmine suing Alexa for an unpaid loan and interest. Jasmine, tell me what your relationship is with the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. I met the defendant about 1.5 years ago through my girlfriend, Stephanie. I met Stephanie online, and she was living up in Wisconsin. I was in Florida. I moved up to Wisconsin to move with Stephanie. Basically, Stephanie and Alexa have been friends for about 10 years, going on 10 years, and pretty much just feel like she's in love with my girlfriend. I'm very...
Who's in love?
I'm sorry, the defendant here is in love with my girlfriend.
Let's solve this now. Are you in love with her girlfriend?
Absolutely not.
Plaintiff Jasmine Valentine says her lover's friend refuses to repay her for a loan.
Okay, she says she's not. Go ahead.
Because, I mean, anything and everything Stephanie asks, like, she'll insinuate that she'll need something, and Alexa's there just running out to go get it for her.
She's my best friend.
She'll come back, and she won't even have it done the right way. And Stephanie will end up saying...
What do you care?
Well, because she's just always there. Instead of letting me take care of my girlfriend, she's just always there.
She's jealous because I can do stuff for her and she can't.
All right, good. Well, on to the loan.
Well, Alexa and I have gotten into some altercations a few times. Basically, pretty much, one time Stephanie and I were arguing in our house, in our own house, apartment.
Whose house is it?
It was Stephanie's apartment, but I live with her. And
you live with Stephanie in her apartment, and Alexa
was just over as a visitor.
Was visiting?
Yeah.
Visiting Stephanie?
Well, us, yeah. So I was with Stephanie arguing with her, and Alexa's telling me to lower my voice, to be quiet.
She's protecting Stephanie from you.
But I wasn't doing anything to Stephanie. We were just getting into an argument. No. We're a couple. Couples argue, you know? So
honestly, she was outside screaming at the top of her lungs to let her in.
But you know what? I'm getting the drift here. You're jealous of the defendant's relationship with your girlfriend, Stephanie.
No. No, Your Honor.
Then what do you care what she says?
Well, I don't care about what she says.
Good, then let's go to the loan.
Okay. Well, Your Honor, I lent the defendant $5,500.
How did that come about?
Well, I was doing medical research studies. It's basically, it's studies that the FDA are trying to approve.
What do you do?
I take FDA drugs. They're trying to approve it for people who have actual diseases like HIV or diabetes.
What do you do with the drugs once you take them?
They administer the drugs to all the patients. We take as healthy patients, we take the studies, and they pay us for the.
So you're like a guinea pig for the FDA?
Yeah, guinea pig
is
what. Yeah.
All right, back to the loan.
Okay, so Alexa came to me and basically asked if she could borrow some money, and I asked her what was it for, and she's like, well, I kind of need to get around in Florida. And originally the plan was Stephanie and I was going to move to Florida, and she followed like a puppy.
That's
like
not
coming. She just followed us for no apparent reason.
All right, so she needs money, and you've got money, and you decide to loan it to her.
Yeah, I felt bad for her because she said she needed a car. And
did you borrow money from the plaintiff?
Yes.
All right, $5,500.
Yes.
All right, we agree. All right, now let me ask you a question. Why are you giving her $5,500 if you don't even like her?
Because I felt bad for her, and I don't hate her. I disliked, a lot of things that she does, but I
felt bad for her. All right, so you give her $5,500. What are the conditions of the loan?
Well, that she would pay me $500 a month.
Did you have something in writing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see it. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
Very good. What we have here is something in writing from the defendant to the plaintiff. It is dated. There is the name of the borrower. She signs it and dates it, the name of the lender, and a witness. Guess who the witness is? Stephanie. Okay. Now, I like this because it says, I will pay a minimum of $500 a month to Jasmine beginning April 1st, 2008 and ending when the account is paid in full, $5,500. Perfect. This is what people need to know. It's not difficult. Both parties sign, you get a third person, you indicate how much is owed, you indicate how much you're going to pay every month. There's no issue. What's the problem?
Okay, Your Honor, the problem isn't in that she lent me the money. She obviously did, but her story isn't how things went down. I mean, I met her through Stephanie, obviously. Like, they started dating, and Stephanie's my best friend, 9 years. And, so I didn't really expect a whole lot to come of it. She was living in Florida. We were up in Wisconsin. I didn't really think I'd have to do very much. She wound up moving up to Wisconsin and living with us in our house that we were renting. So we were paying rent on it. She wasn't paying anything at all. We let her live there. I'm paying a share of rent. I'm buying all the food that, she's
Not
eating.
true.
And
Sorry, that's not true.
Okay, go ahead.
It is. And she was eating us out of house and home. I mean,
Okay, but she
not
was, and
true.
yet you borrowed money from her, so now you owe her money.
Your Honor,
Not yet.
she's violent. I mean, she gets violent. She's been violent from the start. I didn't think too much of it at first because I was like, they're probably not going to get together. They wound up getting in a long-term relationship to start off, and she gets violent. Like, she'll try to take Stephanie's cell phone away from her if they're in an argument, or she'll try and get in somebody's face. And the fight that happened when she said I was over at their house, she was outside. Stephanie had kicked her out. She was outside pounding on the door, screaming at the top of her lungs, disrupting neighbors at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
That is not true, Your Honor.
And then I came out there because Stephanie asked me to come out there and get her and tell her to leave, please leave,
What do
because
you
she's
have there?
disrupting everything. This is a shirt that she ripped. And I mean,
Your
it's
shirt?
My shirt. She ripped it,
The Jasmine.
huge hole in it. I mean,
She's kind of small to be able to do that.
Yep,
Your
but
Honor?
she's very feisty.
Did you rip that shirt?
Your Honor, I did.
Okay.
I did rip her shirt.
What are you two fighting with each other
Would
for?
you want her to look at her? Would you want her to put her hand on you? She put her hand over my mouth and did
Honey,
not
if
let
she
me go.
put her hand on you, you'd be hurt.
She did. She put her hand over
I
my
covered
mouth.
her mouth.
She
That's
did.
all I did,
She
because I
told
told
her
her
to let me go.
Why are you fighting with her over Stephanie at 3 a.m?
I told Stephanie, rather than having her call the police on her own girlfriend, I said, I'll get her to leave. And I tried to reason with her. I said, you need to go.
So
You need
you're
to
the
go.
bouncer.
Yeah,
Basically.
pretty
You're
much.
the bouncer. Okay, I get it. Back to the loan.
All right.
Are you paying her $500 a month?
I paid her $500 in April, and we moved down to Florida. I didn't have $500 for May, so I wound up coming over with $300.
Okay.
And when I came over with the $300 is when we got into another altercation, and she was screaming at me for why I didn't have all the money.
Right.
I thought she'd be a little more understanding because of, the past and how much money I've spent on her. And instead, we got into a fight. I wound up trying
That's
to...
dumb. Because once people get into a formal relationship where there is a signed contract, friendship or because of what happened in the past becomes totally irrelevant.
I understand, but at the same time, I don't think it was necessary. Like, she bit me. I mean, she took a bite
Where
out
did
of
she
my
bite
arm.
you?
I mean...
See that one. When did she bite you?
When I went to bring the $300, it's like...
You're bringing her money and she's biting you? You think I believe that?
That's the truth.
Why is she biting you when you're bringing her money?
Because she started fighting with me, because she gets violent, and she started fighting with me over why I didn't have all the money.
That's serious.
So
serious.
she got it, in my face, and yeah.
Recognize this, Jasmine?
Yes, I do, Your Honor, and I will not deny that. I did do that, and I'm not proud of it, but she's leaving out the fact that I was trying to call, first of all, Your Honor, she came over to my house the day before. She was supposed to pay me another $500.
Right, she's behind. We know that.
She's behind. I tried to get in contact with the defendant numerous times, Your Honor. I tried to call her. I tried to text her, get her over to my house to talk to me about payment arrangements, and at this point in time, Your Honor, I'm fed up with the payment arrangements because
But you don't like her anyway.
Yeah, and plus I don't like her, but that doesn't have anything to do with my money. Your Honor, I mean, she's older than me. I'm younger. I just got myself a new car. I'm telling her, Alexa, I need my money. I need money now for my bills now.
Tell me about the bite.
Well, because she tried to, she got up abruptly and tried to leave my house with leaving $300 on my
And
counter.
you wanted more money, so you bit her.
I wanted my I didn't bite her, Your Honor, like that because I wanted to bite her. It's because I tried to I went
Who
in
thinks
front
of
of
biting someone? Don't people hit people? Who bites people?
Your Honor, she put her arm around my neck because I was trying to
did not
stop.
put my arm around your neck.
That arm is too close to the shoulder to be wrapped around her neck. You couldn't
Your Honor,
reach
she
it
was
there.
trying to stop me from opening the door, and she pushed me,
not
and I pushed her.
Wait a minute. You know why this
didn't
doesn't
push
make
you.
sense? She's trying to leave. Why'd she stop you from opening the door?
Because she wants to leave $300 on my counter
Because
without
you didn't want her to
talking
leave
me.
because she didn't have enough money. You can't take the law into your own hands.
Okay,
You bring it into court. You know why? She could have prosecuted you for assault.
Defendant Alexa Willenberg denies owing the plaintiff for the full amount she is suing for.
You're not suing her. Are you countersuing her?
No.
Okay. So you know what? So if I were you, I'd cut it. You're one on that one because she's not going forward. You're guilty of assaulting her because she didn't bring the money that you wanted. Now, why aren't you paying her? And what is this? This is a receipt from for $371.
That's just a receipt of a money order I got to pay
So
her.
how much have you paid her? All I got so far is you admit the first $500.
Yeah, she gave me the first $500.
I paid her well over $1,300, and I bought
Prove
so
it.
much other stuff.
Prove it.
I have some
I got
receipts.
500 and then 370.
That's
What? Okay. All right. Jasmine, you signed something. Alexa paid $300 toward car loan on May 30th. Now remember, this is supposed to begin in April. April you paid $300 May 30th, still owes $200 for the month. Remaining balance is $47. So is this $370 the same where she says she got $300? Did you take $71 and spend it on yourself?
No, I gave her an additional $70 just for, because.
Your Honor, I don't remember that.
But you're saying that it was $300 that went toward the car loan?
Yes.
Okay, $300 and $500. What else did you give her?
Everything is that I paid for in the past, and then I also bought a picture off of her that was damaged in the move because she was upset that she couldn't return it. It was $100.
Don't care about that. Don't care about that. So,
And I gave $500 to her girlfriend right in front of her.
Oh.
and I gave her
Stephanie?
the receipt. Yeah.
Well, she's not going to credit that toward her because she doesn't like your relationship with Stephanie. So that wasn't too smart. All right. How much have you been paid?
Your Honor, I've only been paid about $800 in total.
Okay, $800 out of a $5,500 loan leaves how much, Alexa? You're a bright lady.
$4,700.
Okay. You are not countersuing. Here's the bottom line. Your instincts told you not to give her money because you don't like her.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't think she's crazy about you, nor do I blame her based upon some of the stuff I'm hearing. But at the end of the day, if you're going to enter into any kind of legal relationship with someone, you did it right. You got it all right here. I'm proud of you. But what you end up doing is getting yourself in more trouble when you don't like the person, because then things escalate and people start getting arrested for assault. You are also suing for interest. You are not entitled to interest. There is nothing in the agreement that says you're entitled to interest. Verdict on behalf of the plaintiff for $4,700. Pay it.